The 13-year-old foundation that shipped detestability is back is the new film Areas of Strength for Is. Despite its flaws, it may serve as a foundation for new activities. It's perfect to see similar children again assuming similar parts. Ty Simpkins is inferior to Sinclair Daniels' Chris Winslow. We almost forgot that Spots and Exhaust weren't in the movie, and her parody timing is spot on. Dalton and Josh delve deeper into the further this time, but the drama falls flat, and the franchise seems lost in the abyss. It is enjoyable and has the same jump scares and ominous eeriness as Insidious. If you haven't watched the movie's trailer yet, you won't have time to do so. Insidious. The red entryway. What comes straight away? Josh is confused. He can't remember when he and Dalton left from the further quite a while back. He's excusing his kids, and his mother kicked the container following a surprisingly long time of deluding her young people and hiding away things from Josh. Dalton is kept apart from his father after Renee and Josh split up. Renee proposes that Josh take Dalton to school with her after Lorraine's demise to bond with him. He at first expresses that he can't, however, he needs to guarantee Dalton that he is a brilliant parent. Josh feels like he realizes Carl in the wake of meeting him at the memorial service. Josh tells Dalton he's tendency unusual in the workmanship school quarters. Despite the fact that Josh professes to be fine, Dalton accepts his dad needs support. Josh shows Dalton that he has a father like Josh. As things raise rapidly, Dalton inclinations Josh to quit exploiting a 40-year-old event to legitimize his separation from his friends and family. After a big fight, Josh leaves crying, but Dalton stays. Josh returns home without looking, leaving a voicemail announcing that he will be examined. Prior to moving, Chris, Dalton's female flatmate, attempts to get to know him. She gets some information about Dalton's idiosyncrasies. He tells her that he fell asleep when he was 10 years old and has no recollection of that year. Excellent for networking. Dalton's educator requires her understudies to tear out their best work and reach for a profoundly imbued memory or thought on the primary day of class. As she counts down to 10, Dalton gets an euphoric idea and begins to draw furiously on his material. A battered hand appears just as he is about to finish what looks like an entranceway and pulverizes his hand on the material, causing it to drain. At the entrance's center, Josh has an AX beam to investigate his prosperity, as a matter of fact. The sketch opens the entrance and alarming things wind up messed around. Throughout the scan, Josh denied having any mental illness in his family. Right when the expert asks, Dalton hits up a club party with Chris in spite of the way that he would prefer not to. At the party, he sees a dead kid who advises him to close the entryway. After the boy frightens Dalton, they leave the party. Dalton learns how and why he is able to astral project. Obviously, from Chris. They arrive at Alyssa's gratitude to film from Specs and Exhaust. Dalton and Josh face a terrifying future. An individual pulverizes Josh into the wall to show him a compartment of photos with the name Ben Burton. Burton Ben, who are we? Josh's father. Ben Burton was supposed to receive schizophrenia treatment. Ben, who had the ability to travel into the future like his child, was unaware of Lorraine's ability to help him. Ben died after jumping from the hospital's roof. In a letter to Josh's mother, Ben promised to complete the image box. We probably already know that passing tackles have no effect, and Josh was illegitimate for no good reason. The most awful night at the old house when Dalton was 10 matters for Josh in Dalton's future. Foster receives a comprehensive coma report from Dalton. Foster says he talked to their mother, but all he remembers is a basement. Develop has been told by Renee that his night fear are not certifiable and that his father never endeavored to kill them all. Dalton finishes his painting in a furious and tearful manner as the word cellar brings back a memory. His father has painted and hammered the door. Josh is on the opposing side from a demon-like monster. Chris is almost killed by the lipstick devil. While Dalton tries to understand the frat boy, Josh talks to Renee about his father. He thinks about what occurred in the beyond a decade and has the feeling that he has deserted his loved ones. He may be crazy. Finally, Renee explains to him why she separated Josh and the night he tried to kill the family. Josh looks around the basement to learn more about the further. Josh assaults grown-up Dalton. Dalton tries to confront his father, but he gets stuck in the lipstick evil spirit's nest, where the woman in the dark makes